Okay, furthering my series of videos here. Today, I'm just going to quickly show you how to insulate your fish tank using Reflectix. This is like an insulation wrap. I actually had some extra, so I had to do all my HVAC with it. I had supply and return in the basement, so I went and did it myself, and I had some leftover Reflectix. So I'm going to show you at least how to insulate the bottom of the tank, which is something you'll never see as soon as you set it up. I got some more baby guppies on the way. I have no clue what the males look like, so I'm trying to keep as many as I can, and hopefully they'll turn out pretty good and be able to selectively breed them. But now I am in the garage, which honestly, this is a very well insulated garage, including the door and everything. It's insulated in the walls. It's actually warmer in here than it is in the old cellar space. So that's why I'm setting up my 10-gallon here. And it's strictly just going to be used for babies, so I'm not really worried about what it looks like. And, insulating the tanks, it's in the garage, but it should be pretty warm in here, but just to make sure, I'm going to insulate. Alright, so pretty much what you're going to do, you're going to line this up. I kind of already guided the lines here, but you want to line it up right to the rim of the plastic. That's the way I like to do it, at least. Just having the tank on top of it with all the weight of the water, it's going to hold this in place if you do it the right way. Oops, sorry. And if you line it up with the corner over here, you can cut right where it meets the black plastic overhang of your tank, and just follow it, and it can act as almost like a pad to your tank. And at the same time, you're going to have a little gap of air in between the rim and the glass, which is going to give you a little extra insulating properties. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Alright, so once again, haven't cleaned the tank or anything yet, just getting the insulation on the bottom. If you squash it down, it's going to be squished when everything's in the tank and all the weight's on it. It covers all four corners of the black plastic trim, thank you. And it will stay in place, and the bottom of your tank will be insulated. The other thing that you might want to do, if you're just more worried about insulating and not the tank looking nice, is insulate the back side and the sides. You'll have a shiny background. Some people like it, some people don't. But all you need to have is just one side of the tank, obviously, to see in. So I'm still debating whether I want to do that or not. If you're going to do that, you want to get some clear packaging tape, and you just attach it to the sides. Make sure that the Reflectix goes right to the edge. And again, if you want to measure that, you can just hold the Reflectix up to the rim. Sorry about that, give me a second. To the rim of the black, overlapping the bottom. And you could tape a seam right across there. Tape a seam across the back. Tape a seam across back here. And just measure it, make sure you got it. If you look really closely, I'm going to try to zoom in. Oh, there we go. Cool. The bubbles help you measure it because you can cut along the intersections right there. So if you want to do a visual check, you can do that. But of course, you could also measure it with measuring tape. And the more sides you do, the more energy efficient your tank will be, and the more it will keep heat in. I haven't cleaned the tank out yet, but it's a little dirty. But you can see that if you line up the Reflectix where you want it first, and then you put the tank on top. This is without water. You can clearly see that it covers the whole bottom, and it has a little air space, which is more insulation. If you can leave an air gap between the Reflectix and the glass of the tank, it makes the insulation R value go up. If you do have an aquarium background, this is for my 29 gallons, so it's a little big just for demonstration purposes right now. But you can put that on the back first, tape it down, and then put Reflectix behind it, and that will also insulate your tank. Okay, now I'm insulating the back of the tank. Just to show you, I cut out the piece, cover all four sides. Even the black trim, you want to cover everything. Again, if you have that little air gap, it helps you a little bit. I don't say it will help you a lot, because the gap's not much here. It's just very little, but a little bit helps. And then you take the packaging tape, clear packaging tape, and you tape it down the side. And again, this is for an aquarium that, it's like a breeder aquarium. You don't worry about show tanking it or anything. Or if you are, you put the background on the back, and then you probably don't do the sides. But I'm just going to insulate everything I can, because again, I'm in my garage, and this is just a raising fry tank for my guppies. Alright, and that's what it looks like when you have the bottom insulated and the back insulated. I left the sides free for now, but that will be my guppy rearing tank for the pregnant females I have upstairs with the hood on. And that's a fluorescent bulb that we're using. I am going to switch that to LED eventually. That's in one of my other videos. You can find the link in the comment section, the description. One final video just to show you. This is when the tank's full. I just have the back insulated and underneath the gravel.